In 2012, a designer could buy Photoshop and own it. The box cost $699, paid one time. That copy stayed on the computer for as long as it worked. 1 year later, Adobe changed the rules. In 2013, the buy it once version was gone. Adobe moved everything to Creative Cloud, a monthly rental. Now, Photoshop alone runs $22.99 every month. Miss a payment, and the software stops opening. You keep paying, or you lose your tool. Let us run the real math on that switch. $22.99 a month comes to $275 a year. After 5 years, that is $1,379. After 10 years, $2,759. Across a 30-year career, over $8,200. The old way cost $699 once, plus a few upgrades. Call it $1,100 across that same career. So the subscription pulls out roughly 7 times more. Measured against a single $699 purchase, almost 12 times more. Same software, same designer, one very different bill. Adobe did not do this by accident. Before the switch, sales jumped up and down each year. A good release year was followed by a weak one. Subscriptions smoothed that into steady monthly income. Adobe revenue climbed from about $4 billion in 2012. By 2024, it passed $21 billion a year. Around 95% of that now recurs on a schedule. Investors reward that kind of income with a higher price. They call it ARR, Annual Recurring Revenue. Money that lands every month without a new sale. A one-time sale ends the moment it happens. A subscription keeps billing the same person for decades. So Wall Street values that customer far above a buyer. Adobe stock rose more than tenfold after the change. Every other company watched that result closely. Music went first. Spotify opened in 2008. An individual plan now costs $12.99 a month. That is about $156 a year to rent every song. Over 10 years, more than $1,500. Stop paying, and the whole library disappears at once. A shelf of bought albums would still be there. Film followed. Netflix streaming began in 2007. Back then, it came free with a DVD plan. A standalone streaming plan arrived in 2011 at $7.99. Today, the standard plan costs about $18 a month. That is close to $216 every year, and the titles you love vanish without warning. Office software made the same jump. Office 2021 still sells once for about $150. Microsoft 365 now charges about $100 a year. In 2025, Microsoft added a Copilot assistant and raised it. A classic plan without that AI still runs near $70. 10 years of the main plan nears $1,000. The one-time version would have cost $150. Then cars joined the same model. In 2022, BMW charged monthly for heated seats. About $18 a month, near $216 a year. The heating wires already sat inside the seat. You rented a part you had already bought. Public anger pushed BMW to drop it in 2023. The idea kept spreading to other makers. One by one, these fees feel small. Together, they carve a deep hole in a budget. A 2022 survey asked Americans to guess their spending. The firm C+R Research polled 1,000 people. People guessed about $86 a month. Their real total was around $219. They underestimated their own bill by more than half. That gap is over $1,500 a year unseen. Streaming, music, storage, games, fitness, news, delivery, software. 8 small charges can outrun a car payment. This model now shapes a huge slice of the economy. Zuora tracks a subscription economy index across firms. Its revenues grew more than 400% from 2012 to 2022. Ordinary retail sales crept up under 30% in the same span. Subscription revenue grew many times faster than the old way. That is why every product now wants a monthly plan. Here is where the model punishes small budgets. A person with $699 upfront buys once and stops. A person short on cash pays $23 a month forever. Over a career, that second person pays thousands more. The less money you hold, the more the tool costs. Spreading payments feels kind on the first day. The full price arrives slowly over many years. By then, you have paid several times the sticker. The cost is only half of the shift. The other half is who controls the thing. Take the American farmer and his John Deere tractor. The machine runs on locked, company-owned software. A farmer who repairs it can trip that lock. He owns the steel, yet the code says no. Farmers fought for years for a right to repair. Your phone carries the same quiet leash. You paid full price, yet cannot open it freely. Owning something once meant it answered to you. Now it answers to a server far away. This trap did not start with the internet. In 1962, Rolls-Royce sold jet engines by the hour. Airlines paid for flight time and owned no engine. Rolls-Royce called it power by the hour. Go back further to King Gillette and his razors. He sold the handle cheap and the blades forever. The blades earned the money for a century. Software let that old trick reach almost everything. Now, stack all of it into one life. Your software rents at $23 a month. Your music rents at $13 a month. Your films, your storage, your car features rent too. Add them up, and you own none of it. Stop paying, and it all switches off together. In 2016, a World Economic Forum essay said this plainly: you will own nothing, and you will be happy. The writer meant it as a bright forecast. Plenty of readers took it as a warning. Every monthly plan hands one choice to someone else. You gain ease today and lose control later. The answer is not to cancel your whole life. The answer is to run the numbers before you sign. Ask how much this costs over 5 full years. Compare that against buying the thing outright. For tools you use daily, ownership often wins. For a service you touch twice a year, cancel it. List every subscription you hold this week. Add the true monthly total, then the yearly one. Most people find hundreds of dollars they forgot. Keep the few that earn their place. Drop the rest before the next billing date. Ownership is leaving one monthly payment at a time. The Photoshop that costs $699 now costs a career of rent. That single switch is the whole story in one number. If this changed how you read your own bills, subscribe. The next thing they rent back to you may be something you already bought.